the Pioneers try to keep their winning ways here against the Morgan County Wranglers. Everybody, I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me this beautiful Thursday evening. There are definitely some clouds in the background, but it seems like everything has passed us. Hopefully, we should get some good baseball in here today. Pioneers and winners of their last two, one of those coming against these Wranglers team in an 11-1 win, and then in the other one, a 5-3 win against the Outlaws in their last match on Wednesday. That one was an afternoon game that had great pitching for the Pioneers. They had Caden Moore go 4 scoreless innings, struck out 2, didn't walk anybody. Rivers Freckleton went 2 innings, allowed 3 runs, only 2 of them earned, walked 1 and struck out 1, and then Solis closed it out with a single scoreless frame in the final inning to get that victory. 5-3 offensively for the Pioneers. It was a great team performance. Started with Michael Fisher in the second with that 2 RBI double. Carter Sims had a couple of RBIs himself. Caden Moore, who got the start, earned a walk and sacrifice bunted twice, and a run scored on one of those attempts that he laid down. Pioneers sending Chris Moody out for his 3rd start of the season in league play, 4th start overall. His last time out was on that July 4th game against the Outlaws, where he went 3 innings, allowed 7 runs, only 6 of them earned. Was not able to come up with the victory in that walk-off loss. Also went 5 1/3 against the Fort Morgan 19U squad of scoreless baseball in that game as well. Take a short break. When we're back, we'll have the starting lineups for you here on KDB and the Front Range League Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, we also now head down to the field where Shelly is with Ronnie.
Welcome back in here to Eddie Underwood Field as we get set for Front Range League baseball between the Morgan County Wranglers and your Western Nebraska Pioneers. Pioneers trying to keep that win streak alive. They are winners of 2 straight league games, one of those coming against this Wranglers team. And as we get set, let you know tonight's starting lineup for both squads. First for the Morgan County Wranglers, it'll be Tariq Reese batting leadoff and playing second base, followed by a new Wrangler, one of 4 in the lineup, the shortstop Mick Braz. Batting third and in center field is Nick Griffin. Batting fourth and catching is Braden Ferguson. Batting fifth and in left field is Percy Odell. Batting sixth and playing first base, Landon Calabrese, and then the bottom of this lineup for the Wranglers filled with new faces, but not in the Front Range League, but to the Wranglers. Three players from that Fort Morgan 19U squad. It's Memphis Dempsey batting 7th and at third base. Riley Elric in right field batting 8th. And rounding out the lineup, the pitcher tonight is Luke Witzel on the mound. He went 3 innings against these Pioneers in that exhibition game. He actually went 3 scoreless innings, struck out 5, allowed a couple of walks. See if the Pioneers can try to adjust some new faces in this lineup, of course, for the Pioneers, since they've seen that team. One of those being the guy in the box in Rippers Freckleton, as he takes the first pitch in there for strike 1. Freckleton trying to stay hot, went 2 for 3 in that day game against the Outlaws yesterday, as that pitch is taken wide. He is still yet to take a walk this season or strike out. He's put everything he's seen in play so far, and it's worked out for him, batting at .529. Check to swing, but fouls that one off. Now a 1-2 count to the Pioneers center fielder in tonight's ball game. Played center field in that game against the Outlaws yesterday as well. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, and Witzel starts off with a strikeout for his Wranglers pitching debut. So with one out, it is Tay Bowes, and with that we can give you the starting lineup for the Pioneers. Batting in the leadoff spot was Rippers Freckleton, followed by that is the shortstop Tay Bowes. Batting third and DHing is the dangerous bat of Jacob Solis. Batting fourth in left field is Caden Moore. Batting fifth in right field is Sean Harvey. Batting sixth at first base is Michael Fisher. Batting seventh and playing third base Carter Simmons. Batting eighth and catching Devin James, and rounding out the lineup the second baseman Ray Zamaripa. Bowes squares on bunt, puts it down foul. The count evens at 1-1 to the Pioneers shortstop. Welcome into Eddie Underwood Field for those joining us here on KNEB. Pioneers taking on the Morgan County Wranglers, trying to extend that 2-game winning streak. Currently here in the first inning as Tay Bowes grounds that over to third base. Dempsey with the throw to first is in time. And so there are 2 outs in this inning. Rivers Freckleton led it off with a strikeout swinging. And so a couple quick outs here in this top of the inning here against the pitcher Luke Witzel, who making his Wranglers debut, but did play for the Fort Morgan 19U squad against this Pioneers team. He looked good then. He's looked good so far, but he's got to face Jacob Solis, a very dangerous bat, the Front Range League leader in RBIs. First pitch to Solis, who's DHing today, is taken wide for ball 1.
Good luck out there, buddy. You're gonna need it.
Witzel pitching from the stretch, delivers the 1-0 pitch, and that one is lifted to left field, shallow. Dempsey looking out, Odell coming in, and Odell will be able to get under it for out number 3. Pioneers go 1-2-3 in the first. They will have Chris Moody take the mound in the second as we get started in this ball game for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. You're listening here on KNEB.
July 15th from 9 a.m. to 12:30. The camp will include stretches, drills, and mini games for your kids right here at Eddie Underwood Field. Lunch will be provided, but please make sure to come inside with a full water bottle. The first camp was a massive success, and we look forward to hosting another. Ask any staff member to speak with Chuck and or Myra, and they'll be happy to help with registration.
Chris Moody takes the mound for the third time this season. Fourth time overall, third time in league play. First time he'll take on these Wranglers team. And as he does warm up, let you know today's 7-inning ball game is brought to you by Wells Fargo. More than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 308-632-7561. Together, we'll go far. The starting lineup for the Wranglers will go as follows. It is Tariq Reese, the second baseman, in the top spot, followed by a new face, one of four in this Wranglers lineup. And Mick Braz, he'll be playing shortstop. Batting third in center field is Nick Griffin. Batting fourth and catching is Braden Ferguson. Batting fifth in left field is Percy Odell. Batting sixth and at first base is Landon Calabrese. Batting seventh and at third base is Memphis Dempsey. Batting eighth and in right field, Riley Elric. And running up the lineup, the pitcher, who went 1-2-3 in the first, Luke Witzel. Moody, his last time out, did go 3 innings, but gave up 7 runs, 6 of them earned. His first pitch to Reese is fouled off for strike 1. And that 13-12 thriller on July 4th. The 0-1 pitch popped up behind the plate, but it will land out of play, and quickly Moody out in front of Reese 0-2. Moody pitching from the stretch, just like his counterpart, delivers the 0-2 pitch. Fastball taken wide. In that game, he walked 6, and that's kind of where he got into trouble, is in those situations, also in the 2-out situations where he just couldn't get that final out of an inning. The 1-2 pitch, chopper back up the middle. Moody able to snag it himself. He'll toss it the short way to first. And a quick out number 1 for Chris Moody as well, bringing the new batter of Mick Braz. Again, one of the 4 new Morgan County Wranglers in this lineup tonight. Defensively for the Pioneers, it's Caden Moore in left, Rivers Freckleton in center with Deshaun Harvey in right. Around the horn, Carter Simmons man's third. Tay Bowes plays short. Zamaripa playing second. Michael Fisher at first. And Devin James catching back in the lineup. Good to see him. So he's come back from injuries. First pitch fouled directly back. So Moody doing what he needs to do to be successful. He's getting out in front of these batters early in counts. Moody sets and delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one is fouled off to the right side. Another quick 0-2 count here for the Wranglers in this first frame. Wranglers entering at 11-9 in league play. The Pioneers are at 8-13. Wranglers are the team that the Pioneers need to catch if they want to push for that second playoff spot. Moody sets and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Taken for strike 3. Sends down Braz looking, and 2 quick outs here in this frame.
Now
Bring in Nick Griffin.
Number 5, Nick Griffin.
Wranglers' last game in the league play was against this Pioneers team where they lost 11-1, so trying to break a short 1-game losing streak. That's Nick Griffin. First pitch, taken outside corner for strike 1. Moody's thrown a first pitch strike in each of his first 3 ABs here in this ball game. Moody sets and delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one is taken wide. Griffin manning center field tonight, stands in the right-handed batter's box. The 1-1 pitch. This is just tight, couldn't get a swing. Count moves to 2-1 to Nick Griffin. the team leader in RBIs for these Wranglers at 21, does have 4 home runs on the season. Moody sets and delivers the 2-1 pitch. That one on a line towards short, past Tay Bowes. And a 2-out single is the first runner of the ball game for either side. And we'll bring in Braden Ferguson. And once again, you got 2 outs. Got to try to find a way out of this inning. Can't let these innings extend more than they need to.
Now batting number 14, Braden Ferguson.
Ferguson entering with a .224 batting average. And that 11-1 loss went 0 for 3 against the Pioneers. First pitch misses wide for ball 1. That was the first time Ferguson hadn't reached in a game since June 23rd. He takes that one just above the zone. Had hits in 4 of his last 5, now 4 of his last 6 league games. He's been doing a bulk of the catching for these Wranglers as of late. Quick toss over to first, nothing doing. Moody sets and delivers the 2-0 pitch. That one chopped towards the third baseline, but foul. Ferguson steps back in, working with a 2-1 count. Griffin leads off first here on the bottom of the first. The 2-1 pitch is fouled off. Another pitch he's out in front of, and the count evens up at 2-2. Ferguson, the rising junior, played at Oxnard College last season. During his 2 years there, hit 280 with 350 on base percentage. Trying to find a big hit here. Now it's Percy Odell who pops that one up in the infield. Should be playable for Fisher, and it is for out number 3. So the Wranglers get 2 base runners, can't do anything with it. We're all knotted up at 0 through 1 here on KNB in the front range.
In the Salisbury Supply Rain Gauge Challenge. Out to you, Shelby. Great folks at Salisbury Supply for their continued support of
Pioneers come to bat here in the second frame, and as they do, I'll let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Monument Physical Therapy. They understand that one size doesn't fit all. That's why they offer flexible treatment plans designed to fit any lifestyle. They have a board-certified orthopedic specialist who brings creativity and expertise together. Thank you, Monument Physical Therapy. Pioneers went down 1-2-3 in that first inning. They'll have 4, 5, 6 Caden Moore, Deshaun Harvey, and Michael Fisher. 3 lefties here to face the right-handed pitching Luke Witzel. see what this lineup can do. Scored 5 runs to secure a win in that last one because the pitching held tough. You hope that same thing happens here. You got to be able to put some runs up on the board if you want to try to give your pitcher a lead, and it is Caden Moore who started that game yesterday and was excellent through 4 innings. He earned a walk in his first AB, then laid down 2 sac bunts after that. Now he'll lead it off here in the second inning. First pitch in from Luke Witzel, misses wide for ball 1.
Now batting number 5, Caden Moore.
Witzel in that game entered with a 10-run deficit, but did his part. Again, didn't allow any runs, struck out 5, did walk 2 as that pitch misses. Another pitch misses wide. It's a quick 3-0 count to the Pioneers left fielder. Entering this game with a .421 on base percentage. 3-1 pitch misses as well. And a leadoff base runner for the Pioneers here in the second inning. First walk of the game for Witzel. First base runner for the Pioneers, and now it's Deshaun Harvey. Harvey went 0 for 2 in that game yesterday. Did lay down a sac bunt as well. Speedy Caden Moore leads off first. See how early they want to test this Wranglers pitcher and catchers. The first pitch is in there for strike 1. Braden Ferguson behind the plate for the Wranglers, and he's been doing a lot of catching as of late. Next pitch is fouled off to the left side, and now Harvey works a quick 0-2 count. Top of the second, still knotted up at 0. No one out here for the young Deshaun Harvey. Witzel sets, delivers, that pitch misses, and Caden Moore is going to have second easily as he was stealing. So still no one out. Runner at second base for the Pioneers here early in this one. The 1-2 pitch, that one on a line to right field, but that one's going to land just foul. Count stays at 1-2 for Harvey. Early RBI opportunity for the Pioneers here in this one. Love to see them try to jump out in front early. The next 1-2. That one on the ground towards first. That's going to get through for a base hit. They're going to send Moore home. Elric comes up throwing. Calabrese cuts it off. There won't be a play. Now Harvey's going to have a chance to take second. He will take second on a ball that got away from the catcher, and the Pioneers strike early. They lead 1-0. Deshaun Harvey finds a gap on the right side of the infield. First hit of the game. It's an RBI hit for the Pios. They lead 1-0. Now it's Michael Fisher, who went opposite field on a 2-out, 2 RBI double to get the scoring started in yesterday's game. Has homered at this field as well. First pitch, that one is chopped towards first. It is going to roll foul. And so it will be an 0-1 count for the Pioneers' first baseman. Fisher batting from the left-handed batter's box. Awaits the 0-1. That one is chopped towards the right side of the infield, but also chopped foul. On the season is 3 for 19. Actually 4 for 19, has that grand slam here at this ballpark. The 0-2 pitch is chopped towards the right side and foul as well. Currently is out in front of this pitcher Witzel here in the second, who worked a clean 1-2-3, but then a walk, and then a stolen base, and then that single from Deshaun Harvey has put the Pioneers on top early in this one, 1-0. The 0-2 delivery. That one is flown out to the left side into foul territory. Dempsey giving it a look, but he can't quite get to it as he tried to bring it back from outside the fence, but couldn't, and count stays 0-2. Fisher, the Scottsbluff native, playing for the Western Nebraska Community College Cougars in Scottsbluff, will be a redshirt freshman this upcoming season. The next 0-2 delivery. That one is chopped foul as well. Witzel not able to find a put-away pitch here against Fisher. Good at bat from the young first baseman. Carter Simmons awaits on deck. He's been swinging a very hot bat as of late. The next 0-2 delivery, taken high and wide.
Reminder that if you catch a foul ball, you can take it to the concession stand for a piece of candy. So once again, if you grab a foul ball, you return it to the concession stand and get some candy. Thank you.
Witzel sets, gives a look at second, delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, gets his second strikeout of the game, a big one. With that runner still standing at second with one out. But as I said, big bat and Carter Simmons. Another 2 RBI game for him yesterday, went 1 for 2, sac fly in his last AB.
Now batting number 12, Carter Simmons.
Simmons entering with a .455 batting average, over a 500 OBP. First pitch, that one is lined to right center field, or Ellert going out on it, still going out on it. He's able to make the grab for out number 2. Harvey will tag to third easily. Well, struck off the bat of Carter Simmons, but found a glove. Harvey is now just 90 feet away for Devin James, making his first appearance since June 27th, where he got injured that finger on a sliding attempt over at second. Pioneers already with 1 in this inning. He'd love to get a second one if he can. Witzel trying to limit the damage here in this second frame. First pitch breaker, taken high for ball 1. James, another one of these Rust College players. So far, still technically early. He's 2 for 8 this year. As that pitch called strike on the outside corner, count evens at 1-1. Harvey leads off for third. Witzel sets and delivers. That one's chopped towards third. Dempsey will throw it over to first and in time for out number 3, as Calabrese was able to hold his foot over at first. But the Pioneers do get a run on the Deshaun Harvey RBI single. They lead 1-0. So we head to the bottom of the second here on KNEB.
Miracles team. The doubleheader game times are at 1 and 3 p.m. If you can make it, please join us on KFTN Radio, or you can watch our live stream broadcast on the Front Range League YouTube channel.
Chris Moody out there for his second inning of work. Allowed one hit. Second runner reached in that first frame, but stranded them there. He's looked good so far in his one inning. He'd love to try to work a long game if he can, potentially even all 7. And as he warms up on the mound, I want to let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by The Dugout. They invite you to come check out the newest recreational option in Scottsbluff, and you can register online at info@thedugoutsb.com. Once again, that's info@thedugoutsb.com. Also brought to you by Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all your quality automotive repair needs. Moody in his 3rd league appearance this season, the junior at Rust College, pitching to his Rust College teammate out of West Point, Mississippi. So far in his 2 outings in league play, he's only gone 5 total innings, although he went 5 1/3 shutout against that Fort Morgan 19U squad. He'll face 6, 7, 8 here in this frame. Landon Calabrese, Memphis Dempsey, and Riley Elrick. As James throws it down there, Pioneers lead 1-0 as they try to maintain their winning ways.
Now batting, number 32.
Won their last 2
Landon
league games.
Calabrese.
Did it in pretty explosive fashion against this Wranglers squad. Won that game 11-1. Didn't leave any room for doubt in that one. You'd love to see that again here, but see what Moody has here for his second inning of work. Brings in the big first baseman of Landon Calabrese. First pitch into him is taken in there for strike 1. Moody did strike out a batter looking his last frame. The 0-1 pitch. That one's taken wide. Count evens at 1-1. First 2 batters of the inning he was working very much out ahead of. It was behind 2-1 on that single from Nick Griffin. So that one is taken inside, and now he's behind 2-1 on Calabrese. Calabrese in that July 6th loss went 0 for 2. So he lines that one out to left field. Caden Moore moving over on it, still moving over. And he'll have plenty of time to bring it in for out number 1. A little bit off the end of the bat for Calabrese. And with 1 out, it brings in Memphis Dempsey. The 3 at this bottom part of the lineup for the Wranglers, all new players, but not exactly new faces. Again, they all played for the Fort Morgan 19U squad. Dempsey actually pitched in that first game against the Pioneers in that doubleheader, and he actually looked pretty good. First pitch to him here as he's playing third base. Lands in there for strike 1. Dempsey went 3 innings, allowed 2 runs, walked 3, struck out 4. The 0-1 pitch is fouled directly back, and quickly he's behind 0-2. Dempsey as a hitter went 1 for 4 in that first game, and then went 0 for 3 in the second one. The 0-2 pitch on the ground towards short. Bose will charge it, and he's going to drop it, and Dempsey will reach with 1 out. Just tried to go a little bit too quickly, and the ball bounced out of his hand before he could make the throw. So a 1-out base runner for the 8-hole hitter Riley Elrick.
Number 3, Riley Elrick.
Moody holds on the mound, now delivers first pitch. Is popped up left side of the infield. It is Tay Bose calling off Carter Simmons, and he will have it for out number 2. Now it's the pitcher Luke Witzel. did not
Now
manage a
batting
hit
number
in those
4,
2 games against the Pioneers, although he did manage a walk in his first AB. He tries to extend this second inning to the top of the lineup awaiting on deck. First pitch, that one is chopped towards third. Simmons has got it. Throw to first is in time. And a quick frame for Chris Moody sends them down scoreless here in the second. Pioneers lead 1-0 as we head to the third here on KNEB.
NASCAR race brought to you by our partners at Buildings by Design. Let's send it down to Shelby to talk to our contestant. Shelby!
Pioneers send 9-1-2 to the plate here in this third inning. They try to add on to that 1-0 lead, and as they get set, I'll let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Hersted Monument Company, serving the Valley for over 100 years. It's also brought to you by Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial farm and feed truck center representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh. 322 South Beltline Highway, East in Scottsbluff. Pioneers got a run in that last inning after Caden Moore earned a walk, stole a bag, and scored on the Deshaun Harvey single. Harvey was at second, ended up being stranded at third in that last inning after Witzel got 3 straight outs, including his second strikeout of the game. He'll face Ray Zamaripa for the first time tonight. Zamaripa in his last game went 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch and scored a
Now
run.
batting number 2, Raymond Zamaripa.
Zamaripa, the catcher, getting the game off, being able to play second base in this one. With Devin James back in the lineup. He steps into that right-handed batter's box. First pitch to him, finds the outside corner for strike one. For his last couple of games, he has been hitting the ball well, but just finding some gloves, a couple of hard lineouts in that game against these Wranglers. Because that one's lined back up the middle, and that one is gonna get through both diving gloves up the middle of Braz and Reese. And for the second straight inning, the Pioneers have their leadoff runner on, and now you got the top of the lineup here with Rivers Freckleton. Will be a relieving runner here for Ray Ray.
Now batting number 3, Rivers Freckleton.
Got to assume that means he's probably going to pitch some point in this game. Either way, we'll bring in Rivers Freckleton, 0 for 1, his first strikeout of the season. His last time up against Witzel. Fitzpatrick takes off. That one's lined to right field. Elrick's got it for out number 1. Fitzpatrick didn't know it was going to be caught. Throw comes in, and that's going to be a double play.
All right, fans, we are proud to partner with Double Orange.
So as quickly as they had a runner on, he is not on anymore, and that's 2 outs in the inning for Tay Bowes. He'll try to extend this third frame.
See what they've got for you for your fashion needs. We're now going to turn over to Shelby for the noise battle. My apologies, I am out of
Fitzpatrick, who
control.
came in and ran for
All right, so
now Witzel. Working from the windup, first pitch into Tay Bowes, softly up the middle. Reese charging, he's going to play it on a hop. Bit of a bad read, and Tay Bowes is there safely. Ball gets away, but Bose will stay put at first. That one just off the end of the bat. Reese tried to charge it. That one bounced a little bit awkwardly, and that will allow the runner to reach second hit of the inning, but it extends the inning to a dangerous bat, and Jacob Solis just got under it last time, and that fly out to left field. Bose leads off first. Does have 8 stolen bases on the season. First pitch swinging. Just misses that one as he fouls it off for strike 1. Solis with plenty of power. The league leader in RBIs at 22, entering with a .353 batting average. 7 doubles, 3 triples, and 2 home runs on the year. That pitch misses wide. Bo's getting an extra lead over at first, but doesn't go. Count evens at 1-1. And Witzel throws over to first, nothing doing. Count still 1-1 to the Pioneers DH in this one. The junior out of Tucson, Arizona. Witzel another throw over as Bose keeps dancing over there, but still nothing doing.
Let's work the problem, people. Let's not make things worse by guessing.
Solis also with a .725 slugging percentage. Bose does take off, pitch misses, and Bose will have the stolen base easily as that ball bounces. It's now 2-1 count here to Jacob Solis. Dangerous count to a dangerous hitter. Witzel comes set and delivers the 2-1 pitch. That one misses low, gets away from the catcher, but not far enough. Bose will stay put. Count moves to 3-1. 2 outs here in this frame on that line-out double play off the bat of Rivers Freckleton. Bose stands at second. Solis awaits the 3-1 pitch. Taken outside corner for strike 2. Count runs full. Whistle sets. Bose takes off. That pitch misses for ball 4. Bose will take third on another stolen base. It's his 10th of the year. Now puts runners in the corners for Caden Moore, who has scored the lone run of the game for the Pioneers. He walked in that first inning, stole a bag, and scored on the Deshaun Harvey single.
Now batting, number 5, Caden Moore.
Goes Moore's 6th walk of his short season. Solis takes off, pitch misses. They are not going to throw it down. And so another stolen bag for the Pioneers in this inning. Moore starts with a 1-0 count. 2 on, 2 out here in the third inning. Pioneers trying to add to their 1-0 lead. That pitch taken high. Count now moves to 2-0 to the young outfielder out of Fort Worth, Texas. 2-0 pitch. That one misses as well. Missed by a lot in this AB so far, but he's working with a 3-0 count. Do have a base open. But Harvey already does have a hit off of him. He waits on deck. 3-0, that's taken wide. Second walk of the game for Caden Moore, and that loads the bases for Deshaun Harvey. This inning started with a single off the bat of Ray Zamaripa, but then Rivers Freckleton with that line out to right on a stolen base attempt, put 2 outs on the board, but since then an infield single and a couple of walks have extended this inning. TC Fairfield out there to talk with his pitcher, see if they want to make a change or stick with them. As they conversate out there and let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Castle & Cook. Contact Jennifer Urdialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle & Cook Mortgage for a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance. Contact Jennifer today. Castle and Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle. Harvey with the lone RBI hit in this game. He singled back in the last frame to put the first run on the board. Just found the hole between first and second base. See if he can try to do that again. Another one of those would put probably 2 more runs on the board at least for the Pioneers. Harvey's played well at this ballpark so far this year, trying to stay hot. Witzel sets and delivers first pitch. That one is chopped towards first, but foul. First pitch off speed. Harvey just a little bit out in front of off stride. The 0-1 delivery swung on and missed, and Harvey is quickly behind 0-2. Was it behind 0-2 in that last AB and fouled off a few pitches to work himself into a good count. All right, finally get a good pitch. The 0-2 pitch called strike 3. Harvey goes down looking, and the bases are stranded, loaded. In an inning where they had many opportunities but couldn't come up with a run, the Pioneers still lead 1-0 to head to the bottom of the third here on KNEB.
The noise battle with McDonald's Toyota T-shirt toss.
All right, for tonight's noise battle, I have a bunch of T-shirts that I will toss out to whoever's the loudest, and they're McDonald's Toyota T-shirts. So get loud, and you get a T-shirt.
Chris Moody up there for his third inning of work. He's got a 1-0 lead, and he's made it stand so far. Worked an efficient inning last inning, did allow a base runner, but not on his own fault as it was on E6. He'll be back to the top of the lineup. Pioneers had an opportunity to add on in that last inning and just couldn't come up with it. Base running mistake and then stranding the bases loaded. And you got to wonder if that's going to come back to haunt them later in this game. We've seen that many times this season where you have an opportunity to add on or at least try to score runs at some point. You have opportunities, you have base runners on, you can't get those runners in just because of that. You end up falling behind or losing, and you got to wonder if that's going to be another one here. But see what Moody has here for his third inning of work. Faces Tariq Reese, who grounded back out to him, the pitcher, last time up. First pitch taken high for ball 1. Reese, another Coalinga athlete. Checked his swing on that one. Did not go to the first base umpire. That was a 2-0 count here to the leadoff hitter in Tariq Reese. 2-0, that one's lined back up the middle. Tabos can't get to it. And a leadoff single for the Wranglers. Dangerous part of the lineup.
Now batting, number
The new Wrangler,
7,
Mick Braz, will step in for his second time. He struck out looking. The lone strikeout victim of Chris Moody so far in this one. First pitch taken wide for ball 1. Moody sets on the mound, delivers the 1-0. Reese doesn't take off. Initially looked like he was going to, didn't. I think that pitch was called ball 2 as well. Didn't miss by much. Another 2-0 count here in this third inning. Reese does take off. No, just another big lead, but again, another pitch that missed, and now it's a 3-0 count here to Mick Braz. The 3-0 pitch taking all the way. It's in there for strike 1. Moody trying to avoid his first walk of the day. 3-1 pitch swung on and missed. Count runs full. 3-0 to 3-2. Dangerous bat, Nick Griffin awaits on deck. Payoff pitch. That one is fouled off to the left side. Reese over at first getting big jumps, but not trying to steal a bag. James hasn't thrown over. Try to back pick him. Sometimes he might have been able to. Count still full here to the shortstop Braz. Moody gets the sign, comes set. The next payoff delivery taken wide for ball 4, and the first 2 base runners have reached here in this third inning.
Now batting, number 5, Nick
First
Griffin.
walk surrendered by Chris Moody so far in this one. It brings in the bat of Nick Griffin, entering with 4 home runs, 21 RBIs on the season. Another RBI spot here with runners at first and second, still no one out here in this third inning. Moody has a sign, gives a look back at second, no one holding on Reese over there. First pitch swinging, but is fouled off out of play for strike 1. Griffin, the center fielder in this one, has appeared in 16 games this season in league play. 2 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs, as I said, 21 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch just misses inside, count evens at 1-1. Samaripa now holding on. Reese over at second. Moody staring him down, now delivers. That pitch misses low. So now a 2-1 count here to Nick Griffin. He singled on a 2-1 pitch his last time up. Bottom of the third, Pioneers lead 1-0. Wranglers threatening that with 2 runners on, still no one out in this inning. The 2-1 pitch fouled directly back, and Griffin's at a 2-2 count. Pioneers with an off day tomorrow, then they're back in action Saturday and Sunday. They play at home against the Outlaws, or at Oregon Trail Park. And they're back here on Sunday against these Morgan County Wranglers. Moody sets, delivers the 2-2 pitch. That one slow chopper towards the right side. Moody fields it himself, only plays to first. They get the out at first. But both runners advance with just 1 out. Runners at second and third for Braden Ferguson.
Now batting, number 14, Braden Ferguson.
Ferguson was up last time and got to first base as infield comes in. Do have a base open for the Pioneers. First pitch swinging, pulled the string on him. He's out in front 0-1. The 0-1 pitch catches the outside corner. Now Braden Ferguson works an 0-2 count. Moody sets and delivers. Couldn't get the swing on a pitch below the zone. So now Ferguson, the catcher, works a 1-2 count here in this third inning. Tying run stands at third. Go-ahead run stands at second. The 1-2 pitch goes back to it, but again can't get the swing. Count evens at 2-2. And looks like we get time called. Devin James is going to go out there and talk with his pitcher. Ferguson this year with a .339 on-base percentage. He's earned 8 walks to 8 strikeouts. Looking for RBI 6. Potentially even RBI 7. Infield still playing in. Moody agrees and comes set. Delivers the 2-2 pitch. That one is popped up right side, but out of play. Once again, had him off stride. Count still 2-2 to the Wranglers catcher. Reese doing a little bit of a dance there over at third, trying to distract Moody on the mound. 2-2 pitch. That one lined into left field. More coming in on it. Still coming in. He's got plenty of time for out number 2. He's going to try to gun him out at home. Throw to the plate, and it is in time, but it's dropped by James at the plate, and the game is tied. He's got a little bit of a collision at home. They will check third just to make sure he didn't leave early. He'll ask the home plate umpire, and he will say safe. So the sac fly comes through. It was a good throw from Caden Moore, but just couldn't get him. And the game is tied at 1 on that Braden Ferguson sac fly. Braz also advanced to third. So the go-ahead run stands 90 feet away. So it's Percy Odell. He popped out to first base on the first pitch he saw back in the first. Chance to give the Wranglers the lead if he can find some outfield grass or just find his way on first. First pitch misses, gets past Devin James. Braz going to try to score home. He will. So doesn't matter now. That wild pitch gives the Wranglers the lead. Odell steps back in with a 1-0 count. Moody sets and delivers. That one popped up center field. Zamaripa seems to be under it, and he is for out number 3, but not before the Wranglers score 2 and take a 2-1 lead. So we head to the 4th here at Eddie Underwood Field on KNEB.
Tonight's Star Athletic Club Fitness Challenge. Out to you.
Through 3 here at Eddie Underwood Field. Pioneers trailing 2-1 on that West Coast scoreboard. In between innings, Coach Toller having a team meeting with his guys outside of the dugout, trying to get them back locked in. Talked about it in that last frame, but you had the bases loaded with 2 outs, had opportunities in that last inning, but couldn't come through. And now they do trail 2-1. It's Michael Fisher, the first one to meet Witzel in this inning. First pitch to him misses high for ball 1.
Now batting number 38, Michael
Fisher had a long at-bat go the way of the strikeout his first time up. That one on a line towards first. Calabrese bobbles it a little bit, still bobbling. The toss to first, it's not in time. And a defensive mistake allows the Pioneers to reach to start the inning. It was well struck off the bat of Michael Fisher. It was misplayed by Calabrese. It appears he just rushed himself as he whiffed it a couple times trying to pick it up, and the speed of Michael Fisher got him there. And now it's Carter Simmons. He's 0 for 1, but he hit the ball well his last time up out to right. Hit his lone home run of the season here as well. First pitch swinging, fouled it off for strike 1. Simmons has been red hot at the plate. His 10 hits, he's a double, triple, home run. Had that triple and double in that 4 RBI performance against the Buckley Bombers as well. The 0-1 pitch, breaker taken at the top of the zone. So now Simmons has to work from behind 0-2 here in this AB. Witzel comes set on the mound, delivers the 0-2 pitch, another breaker, but that one stays just a bit high. Great take from Simmons at the plate. Witzel sets. Fisher takes off as that one is lined dead to center. Griffin giving it a look at the wall, and he's got it for a loud out number 1. Just missed, giving the lead right back to the Pioneers. Instead, it's just a loud out, and now brings in Devin James. James grounded out to third with a runner at third his last time up. Fisher was trying to steal on that last play. We'll see if he wants to try to do that again here. First pitch swinging at a fastball above the zone for strike 1.
Now batting number 32, Devin James. Good luck out there, buddy. Gonna meet it.
Witzel sets, gives the 0-1 pitch. That one is high and tight, and the count evens. Oh no, they're going to say it hit him. So an E3 and a hit batter have put runners at first and second, just one out for Ray Zamaripa. He singled his lone time to the plate so far in this one. And now they will give a relieving run to Devin James. It'll be Deshaun Harvey running for him.
Well, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, as always, this stuff in lieu of actual entertainment.
Calabrese playing way in, expecting a potential bunt. First pitch taken outside corner for strike 1. Zamaripa asking back about it. It was a close pitch, but count is 0-1. Zamaripa calls time to try to reset himself. Pioneers trying to strike back after the Wranglers put up 2 in the bottom of the third to take a 2-1 lead. The 1-0 pitch is the 0-1 pitch is taken high, and the count evens at 1-1. Witzel threw his first 3 innings, allowed 3 hits, just 1 run, stranded 4, including the bases loaded in that last frame. That one falls in there for strike 2. So far, he has walked 3 and struck out 3 in this game, has Witzel. Zamarripa works with a 1-2 count. Witzel sets and delivers. That one lifted towards the left. It's hooking into foul territory, will land foul. Odell tried to race over there to get to it, couldn't quite. Count stays at 1-2 for the Pioneers' second baseman. Top of the lineup is looming. Next 1-2 pitch. Fastball taken wide. Count evens at 2-2. Looks like Zamarripa's going to go out there and talk with his coach Toller. He'll step back in with a 2-2 count. Runners at first and second. Fisher reached on an E3. James was hit by a pitch. 2-2 pitch. Off speed is fouled off. Able to stay alive is Zamarripa. Good battle here in his second at bat of the game. He singled back up the middle in his first AB. One of the 3 hits for the Pioneers in this game. 2-2 inside, and that one hit him as well. So back-to-back hitters have been hit by a pitch here by Witzel on the mound, and it loads the bases for Rivers-Freckleton. Looks like Fairfield's going to go out there and talk with the home plate umpire. Maybe it's trying to say he leaned into it, although to me it just looked like he didn't move. Bases are now loaded for the second straight inning. Freckleton, his last time up, hit the ball really well, but right to that right fielder, which ended up being a double play. It looks like Toller's going to be summoned to try to talk about something. Don't know if maybe there's something else that's being talked about. As they conversate, let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Ryan's Welding, selling PJ Texas trailers in a wide variety of sizes, as well as offering a full-service welding shop. Pioneers without a hit in this inning. Fisher started the inning with reaching on that E3 by Landon Calabrese. Carter Simmons hit the ball well, but right to the center fielder Nick Griffin for out number 1. And then Devin James and Ray Zamarripa were both hit by pitches. Looks like TC Fairfield has a problem with the relieving runner. So he's going to send Devin James back out there, who had a little bit of a tumble trying to get out of the dugout. Looks like there's a little bit of confusion on the substitution rule. Looks like they're going to call Deshaun Harvey or Devin James out. And so there's 2 outs, runners on the corners. So it's Rivers-Freckleton. First pitch in there for strike 1. Toller upset It's a rule that's been utilized all summer, but apparently not able to be utilized today. The 0-1 pitch misses inside, count evens, and 1-1. 1-1 pitch, that one's chopped towards short. It'll be played by Braz, long throw to first, not in time. Freckleton safe, ball gets away. Zamaripa's gonna get to third. They're gonna try to wave him home. He's gonna hold him. But the speed of Rivers Freckleton kills, and the Pioneers tie this ball game up on an infield single. Rivers Freckleton continues to be able to reach on the infield singles here. Zamaripa gets to third on, I guess, what we ruled as a throwing error. Runners once again on the corners, still 2 outs. Pioneers now have tied it here at 2 in this frame. Freckleton takes off, first pitch in there for strike 1, won't even get a fake throw. Now 2 runners in scoring position here. Pioneers chance to take the lead, top of the 4th. Bose takes that one, just misses on the outside corner. Count evens at 1-1 to the Pioneers shortstop. You have a base open, but you've got a very dangerous bat awaiting on deck. The 1-1, that misses over the helmet of Tabos. 2-1 pitch, that one's chopped towards third. Backhanded, Dempsey bobbles it. Throw to first is gonna get away from the first baseman as well. Bose racing for second, Freckleton racing home. Throw to the plate, it is not in time. The Pioneers put up 2 more after another defensive mistake from the Wranglers. Pioneers taking full advantage here in this one. Both runs score. Bose gets to second as well. And now here comes TC Fairfield. See if he wants to make a change. Hasn't really been his pitcher's fault, especially in this inning. Looks like they will be making a change. Looks like it's going to be Memphis Dempsey coming in to pitch against these Pioneers for the second time as well. Pioneers have put up 3 here in this frame. Can make the argument none of those runs would be earned for Witzel. And as Memphis Dempsey warms up, let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Independent Plumbing and Heating, Inc. They have been servicing the Western Nebraska Panhandle for since 1933. Mentioned Dempsey did pitch against these Pioneers, went 3 innings, allowed just 1 hit, did walk 3, 2 runs scored. It was a Mike Monum double. He was not here today. That scored the first 2 runs of the game. Both those runners reached on walks. That was the only hit he gave up in 3 innings of work. He'll enter here 4th inning, 2 outs. Defense has really let down the Wranglers in this inning. Started off with an E3 of Michael Fisher. Simmons then flew out to center, and then Devin James and Ray Zamaripa both hit by pitches. And then when Eric Toller tried to use a relieving runner for his catcher, Fairfield came out, argued the call, and made Toller take out Deshaun Harvey, who was at second, who was then ruled out. And And then Rivers Freckleton had an infield single that allowed the tying run to score in Michael Fisher. And then Tay Bowes grounded it to third there. Dempsey, who's now pitching, bobbled the throw, then threw it, tried to throw it a little bit extra harder than he would have. Threw it a little bit low. Ball gets past Calabrese, it's happened to him a few times so far in this inning. So the Pioneers now lead 4-2 with Jacob Solis stepping in 0 for 1 with a walk. And Tay Bowes will stand at second. Solis tries that onto this 4-2 lead here against Memphis Dempsey for the first time today. First pitch, he spikes it. And that one's going to get to the wall, and Bowes will take third.
Now pitching for the Morgantown Wranglers, Memphis Dempsey.
So it's a 1-0 count to the Pioneers DH. Swung through that one, count evens. So at least trying to get a little bit of a revenge here against Dempsey. Struck him out looking him both times he faced him. The 1-1 pitch is fouled off. Now Solis works from behind 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses low and away. Good stop there from Ferguson to even the count at 2 and 2 and keep that ball in front of him. Dempsey's got the sign. He winds and delivers. That one on the line to right field, but out of play. So he catches up to the fastball. Solis trying to add to that RBI lead. Has 22 on the season. Number 23 stands 90 feet away. 2-2 pitch. Checked his swing, but did not go. Home plate umpire says it misses inside, and the count runs full. Payoff pitch. That one softly looped into center. Reese coming out. In on it is Griffin, and Griffin will bring it in for out number 3, but the Pioneers put up 3 runs in the inning thanks to some defensive blunders from the Wranglers, and they lead 4-2 as we head to the bottom, right to the bottom of the 4th here on KNB.
Thanks, Aaron. I'm here with another Aaron, and we're testing his knowledge of baseball with this trivia question presented by Meteorologic Radio. So, tonight's question is, which team did the Rockies just finish this year's
Chris Moody back out there now with a 2-run lead. So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Moody was tagged for a couple of runs in that last frame. It was sac fly for Braden Ferguson, and the wild pitch allowed the 2nd run of the inning to score. But Pioneers put up 3 in that inning thanks to some help from the Wranglers defense. They lead 4-2 as Landon Calabrese steps into the right-handed batter's box. 0 for 1, he flew it to left field his first time up. Led off the 2nd inning with that. This bottom of the lineup, 5 through 9. If yet been able to figure out Chris Moody, it's been the top of the lineup that's been able to do the damage. Moody's got the sign, he agrees and comes set. Delivers the first pitch into Calabrese. First pitch swinging towards the left center gap. Caden Moore giving it a look. It's off the base of the wall. Calabrese chugging in for second. Throw comes in. It's not in time. So a leadoff double for Calabrese starts the 4th inning for the Wranglers. Throw came in relatively quick. It was a decently close play at second, but tag wasn't down in time. Now brings in Memphis Dempsey, newly entered pitcher for the Wranglers. Moody trying to work around that leadoff double. First pitch swinging to Dempsey. Dempsey grounded to short his first time up, but reached on a fielding error by Bose. Did not get any farther as he was stranded at first. Swung through that one, and Dempsey quickly behind 0-2 here to Moody.
The time has come for someone to put his foot down. And that foot is me.
Moody trying to find a put-away pitch here in the 4th inning. Comes set, gives a look over at second. Delivers the 0-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat, but able to stay alive. It's Dempsey here. Pioneers trying to win their 3rd straight. They're in a spot too, but still just at the midway point in this 7-inning affair. So here in the bottom of the 4th. The 0-2 pitch, taken low, can't get the swing. It's now a 1-2 count to the pitcher who was playing third base. Did contribute to one of those errors in that last frame. The 1-2 pitch, another pitch low, and doesn't get the swing there as well. So now a 2-2 count here, Dempsey. One of the 4 new Wranglers in this lineup. Moody sets, gives a look at second. Now delivers the 2-2. Pitch misses wide, and the count runs full. Elric waits on deck. Moody not trying to lose his second batter of the game. Had him at 0-2. The count is run full. Here's the payoff pitch. Misses high. So he does exactly that. Had him at 0-2, and that one's got to hurt.
Now batting.
And now it's Riley Elric.
Riley Elric.
Elric popped out to short his first time up. 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Same thing that happened in that last inning. First pitch taken high for ball 1. Now 5 straight pitches I've missed here from Moody. After those 2 base runners reached, it was a ground out to advance the runners, a sac fly, and then a wild pitch that allowed those 2 runs to score in the last frame. That one has popped up and out of play. And the count evens at 1-1. Elric playing right field. He's been tested a few times out there today, but he has lived up to it. The 1-1 pitch. That one's chopped towards short. Bose got it. Toss to second for 1. Throw to first is in time with a good stretch from Michael Fisher. And immediately there are 2 outs in the inning.
Now batting, number 4.
And that is a big double play for Chris Moody. So now it's going to need a hit or a mistake from the Pioneers to allow that 3rd run to score. Stands 90 feet away, and it's Luke Witzel. He grounded out to third base his first time up. First pitch is in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch swung on a miss, can't catch the fastball. And quickly, Witzel behind 0-2 is Moody trying to work around this fourth inning jam. The leadoff double from Calabrese, then the walk to Dempsey, but got the double play of Elric. Just one pitch away. The 0-2 pitch. Chopper back up the middle. Moody has got it. Tossed to first in time, and he does work out of the inning unharmed. 2 base runners reach. No one scores. Pioneers still lead 4-2 as we head to the 5th inning here in Fort Morgan at Eddie Underwood Field on KNEB.
Contestants going to occur over the next 15 or so minutes. Meanwhile, direct your attention to the area.
Pioneers come to bat here in the 5th inning. They lead 4-2. Memphis Dempsey now out there for his first full inning of work. As the throw goes down, we'll let you know tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Team Chevrolet, Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty on every new vehicle from Team Auto. Jordan Fitzpatrick did come in as a defensive substitution for Deshaun Harvey. So he stands on the on-deck circle, but first it's Caden Moore. Moore so far in this one has walked twice and scored a run. Leads off this 5th frame as the Pioneers try to add to that 4-2 lead. Bunt, lays on a bunt left side, but it will lay down foul. Was a beauty otherwise, but instead it's just strike one. Moore with walks 6 and 7 so far on the season. Takes that pitch outside. Count evens at 1-1 to the young outfielder. Be a redshirt freshman over at Eastern Oklahoma State College, playing for the Mountaineers in Wilburton, Oklahoma. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled off. Pitched 4 scoreless innings yesterday. Actually laid a strike down in left field earlier in this one. So that pitch misses in, count evens. It was a great throw into the catcher, Devin James, but James just couldn't quite field it cleanly, and the runner was safe. Moore steps into that left-handed batter's box awaiting the 2-2 pitch in from the new pitcher, Memphis Dempsey. Takes that one high and wide, and he runs a full count. Trying to earn his 3rd walk of the day. Again, Dempsey did struggle with the walks in those 3 innings of work. He walked 3. Now in danger of walking his first batter tonight. The payoff pitch taken high for ball 4, and Caden Moore will just keep taking his walks, his 3rd of the day. And now puts a runner on for Jordan Fitzpatrick. First pitch to him, finds the zone for strike 1. Fitzpatrick came in as a defensive sub for Deshaun Harvey in that last inning. Next pitch taken wide, count evens at 1-1. Fitzpatrick, the junior out of West Point, Mississippi, playing for Rust College. Moore Moore getting lean there. Now he takes off. Pitch called, strike two. Throw down is not in time. He's safe as he gets around the tag. I made a bold call, but I was right. That was a bang play that went the way of the Pioneers. Call was strike two, and Moore is safe with his second stolen base of the game. Now Fitzpatrick working with a 1-2 count, currently 9 for 19 on the summer. The 1-2 pitch, and that one just misses wide as he just pulled that one, and Moore will be into third, still no one out in the inning. Count evens at 2-2 to Fitzpatrick, standing in the right-handed batter's box. Dempsey back to the windup. The 2-2 pitch is fouled off and out of play. Feels like Dempsey's just looked a little bit more comfortable pitching from the windup. Next 2-2 pitch, checked his swing. He did not go on a pitch that missed above the zone, and another full count here in this inning, back to back. He walked Moore to lead off this inning. Payoff pitch, taken high for ball four, and 2 walks in the inning have put runners on the corner, still no one out. Brings in Michael Fisher. Fisher is 0 for 2 on the day, did reach to begin that rally in the fourth on an E3. Fitzpatrick takes off, first pitch is fouled off. So an 0-1 count to the Pioneers' first baseman. Went 1 for 3 in yesterday's game with that 2 RBI double to kick off the scoring. He's got a couple of runners on base for him here. Fitzpatrick has tried to steal that last pitch, see what he does here. The 0-1 pitch, he takes off again. That one skied in the infield behind home plate. Ferguson gives it a look, and he does have it for out number 1. So with 1 away, it brings in Carter Simmons, who is 0 for 2, but that can be deceiving as he's hit the ball hard both times he's been to the plate. Once to right, once to center, but both of them found gloves. Runner still at the corners. First pitch to Simmons is foul tipped into the glove. Throw goes down to second. Reese will come off the bag, but Moore's just going to get back into third. So it will be a stolen base for Fitzpatrick.
Now batting number 12, Carter Simmons.
Reese came up forward, trying to play the potential double steal. The 0-1 pitch in there for strike 2. So now Simmons has to work from behind 0-2 for the second straight AB. Gotta try to find a pitch here. Runners at second and third. Just 1 away. Off-speed pitch misses low and away. And again, another opportunity here for the Pioneers to add to that lead. You'd love to see him do it here. Pitch misses. It's a 2-2 count. Runners at second and third, just 1 out in the inning. 2-2 pitch, checked his swing, did not go, missed outside, count runs full. Devin James awaits on deck. Infield is not playing in for the Wranglers, so they're willing to give up that run. The payoff pitch, taken high and away for ball 4, third walk of the frame for Dempsey. It's the only way any of these piles have reached so far in this inning, and now it's Devin James. 0 for 1, he was hit by a pitch. So far in this one, he also grounded out to third. Still just 1 out in the inning. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Dempsey working quickly. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off, foul tipped into the glove. But either way, it's strike two. Dempsey trying to find a big pitch here to get a big second out. The 0-2 pitch, off-speed misses wide. Seen it a few times with these two strike pitches. It's been trying to go outside with those off-speed pitches, but a lot of them just haven't been very competitive. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Can't catch up to the fastball. That has been working for him, and a big second out. And now the Pioneers going to need a hit here from Zamaripa or some kind of mistake from the Wranglers in order to get a run in here in this frame. Another opportunity with the bases loaded, and one that would really hurt to not be able to get. First pitch is in there for strike one to Zamaripa. 1 for 1 with a single. He also was hit by a pitch in his last AB. That one misses wide, gets past Moore's going to try to take home, and he will be in there with no throw. And there is the defensive mistake from the Wranglers once again that allows a run to score. Pioneers now lead 5-3. 5-2, sorry. Both runners also moved up, so now runners at second and third. 2 outs in the inning. Next pitch to Zamaripa, taken high. It's a 2-1 count. Trying to add on to that 5-2 lead. Next pitch misses wide. Now a 3-1 count. Dempsey in danger of walking his 4th batter of the inning. 3-1 pitch on the ground towards short. It'll be played by Braz. Throw to first is in time for out number 3, but the Pioneers do get 1 on that wild pitch, and they lead 5-2 on the Wesco scoreboard. So we head to the bottom of the 5th here at Eddie Underwood Field on KNEB.
Fans, thank you for joining us tonight as we do our best to bring Morgan County as we town. Please check out the Morgan County Tourism Bureau. We have a code on our line board. Go get more information. The Bureau has also provided funding for the many ticket tables and chairs you see here at the ballpark tonight, as well as for our umpires. We thank them for their support for the Wranglers as a tourist force here in Morgan County.
We head here to the 5th inning. Chris Moody out there for his 5th inning of work. He's looked good so far. Worked out of a little bit of a jam his last inning out. Gave up that double to Landon Calabrese. He walked his 2nd batter of the game, but then got the big double play to get the first 2 outs of the inning, then got the ground out of Luke Witzel. He's got the top of the lineup due up here in this inning. The Pioneers lead 5-2. Wranglers trying to work their way back. They've got 9 outs to work with, and it's Tariq Reese, the second baseman, who is 1 for 2 on the day so far. 3rd time through the lineup for Chris Moody. We'll see what these Wranglers have done to try to adjust a little bit. So far, 2 runs on 4 hits and 2 walks against Moody. First pitch swinging is fouled off of the bat of Tariq Reese. Reese scored 1 of the 2 runs. His came on the sac fly of Braden Ferguson. The 0-1 pitch is taken low on the off speed, and the count evens at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, a beautiful breaker, bending the knees, and it's a 1-2 count here against the leadoff hitter, Tariq Reese. Moody has the sign, delivers the 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Got him swinging at the fastball. Second strikeout of the game for Chris Moody, and out number 1 here in the 5th inning. And now it's Mick Braz. He also singled back in that 3rd inning, eventually scored on the wild pitch when Percy Odell was at the plate. First pitch taken wide for ball 1. Again, Moody this year has been really good when he's been out in front of hitters. When he's gotten in trouble, he's tried to have to work from behind. The 1-0 pitch spiked in the dirt. It's a 2-0 count. Moody sets and delivers the 2-0 pitch. That one just misses high, and now he's got a 3-0 count. Danger of walking his 3rd batter of the day. The 3-0 pitch into Braz. And he takes that one high for ball 4. So 1-out base runner for the Wranglers here in this 5th inning as they try to work back from that 5-2 deficit.
Now
Brings in Nick Griffin, 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out back to the pitcher in this game. Moody steps onto the rubber here against Griffin. Braz leads off first. Throw over to first. Close, but not in time as the bag comes up. Braz was a little bit leaning towards second when Moody threw over, but he was back in time. Griffin still waiting that first pitch. And that one misses wide for ball 1. So once again, starting behind another batter is his catcher James going to go out there and talk with him. These two Rust College teammates working together here in the Front Range League. Quick chat there as James goes back with a 1-0 count here on Nick Griffin. Moody shakes a couple times, now agrees and comes set. Big lead over there at first from Braz. And he's got him picked off. Throw down to second is wide and not in time, though. Braz was moving on first movement. He threw it over, and he just started taking second. Throw from Fisher is a little bit wide, and that is puts a runner in scoring position, just 1 out. Count still 1-0 to the center fielder, Nick Griffin. Moody sets, big lead for Braz off of second. That pitch misses high. It's a 2-0 count. Griffin, the Thornton, Colorado native, waiting the 2-0 pitch in from Moody. Gives some looks over at second. The 2-0 pitch is fouled off. So Moody now at 2-1. Pioneers lead 5-2. Runner at second, 1 away here in this 5th inning. Braz has been prone to dancing on the base pass. He's going to take off. Throw goes over to third. It's going to be a balk. So he never stepped off. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I don't think he was ever on the rubber, so I don't know that it should be a balk, but he was safe at third. Now Toller's going to go out there and just have a chat with the umpire. Seems to be satisfied with the information. Puts a runner at third with still just one out. Count still just 2-1 to Griffin. Infield plays at normal depth. Moody sets and delivers the 2-1 pitch. That one is taken high. Now another 3-ball count for Moody in this inning. He walked Braz, stole a couple of bags, now puts him at third. Count 3-1. Moody sets and delivers. That one is fouled off, and the count runs full here to Nick Griffin. Again, the infield playing at a normal depth, willing to give up that run to get an out. Tying run awaits on deck, currently in the form of Braden Ferguson. Moody trying to make sure he doesn't come to the plate at the tying run. Moody sets and delivers the payoff pitch. Just misses high for ball 4, his second walk of the inning, and puts runners in the corners, still just one out in the inning for Braden Ferguson. Ferguson yet to register an AB, although he has a walk and a sac fly.
Now batting, number 14, Braden Ferguson.
And now James going to come out and wants to talk with his middle infield. Potentially set up a timing play. See what they want to do if Griffin wants to take off for second. Well, as they conversate, let you know tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Intralinks, supporting computer systems in the Panhandle for over 20 years. We can review your systems and expenses to help your bottom line. With the team at Intralinks, technology isn't an obstacle, it's an opportunity. Call Intralinks for a free 1-hour consultation. Moody has already worked his longest game in the league play. So far, 4 1/3 through, but the Wranglers once again threatening here in this 5th inning. Griffin leads off first, Braz off third. He does take off. Pitch goes down to short. It is a timing play. Throw back to the plate, and he gets him at home. And a big out number 2 for the Pioneers. And that's the play they set up. Bose was a little bit behind the ball, but hey, it worked out. And a big out number 2. So 2 outs, runner at second. Still no one in this inning. Pitch missed, so it's a 1-0 count to Braden Ferguson. That one popped up left side. Bose out. In on it is Caden Moore. Moore has called him off, and he's got it for out number 3. And a little bit of some good defense from the Pioneers, able to hold the Wranglers scoreless here in this 5th inning. They lead 5-2 as we head to the 6th here at Eddie Underwood Field on KNEB.
First baseline, it is the FMS Dizzy Bat Challenge. Who do we got out there?
One away here in the top of the sixth. Pioneers leading 5-2. Fly out from Rivers Freckleton leads to Tay Bose. 1 for 3. He's reached twice. The first pitch finds that outside corner for strike one. Bose was the last batter for Witzel to face. So he reached on an E6. That pitch misses inside, count evens, or E5, I should say. He also singled an infield single back in the third, stole a couple of bags while he was on the base there. That one finds the top corner. Count moves to 1-2 to the Pioneers' shortstop, trying to get on in front of Jacob Solis. The 1-2 pitch, that one on a line over the shortstop. That's going to get through for a one-out knock for the Pioneers. And that does put on a base runner in front of Solis. Earned a walk in his second AB, otherwise a couple of flyouts for him as he tries to stay hot. Seen Bo steal a couple of bags already in this one. See if he wants to try to take off again here. First pitch doesn't, as that one misses high. Also seen Dempsey struggle a little bit more when he's pitching from the stretch. Comes set. Bose gets a secondary and takes off. Pitch misses wide. Throw down. It goes off of Dempsey. Calabrese will go play it, but that is off the right hind side of Memphis Dempsey. Not only does that hurt because it's going to sting, but it's going to sting because you had a chance to get him out at second, but instead you get hit by it, and I believe it's a 2-0 count. Runner at second, just one out in the inning. Pioneers trying to add to their 5-2 lead. Jacob Solis, who's DHing, stands at the plate. Dempsey comes set, gives a look at second, now delivers the 2-0 pitch. That one's popped up, center of the infield. Reese over on it. He's got it for out number 2. So now it brings in Caden Moore. And Moore has reached all 3 times on 3 walks. He's also scored 2 runs.
Now batting number 5, Caden Moore.
Moore scored on the Deshaun Harvey single, then scored on the wild pitch with Zamariba at the plate in the last inning. First pitch swinging, but he foul tips that one into the glove for strike one. Chance if he can find some outfield grass, get his first hit of the game. Could drive in another run for the Pioneers here. The 0-1 pitch. He did go, says the home plate umpire. Now he has to work from behind for the first time in this game at 0-2. He steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Dempsey's got his sign. He comes set. Stares down Bose at second. And now time is called, I believe by Caden Moore. As he resets himself here. Count still at 0-2. The 1-2 pitch misses inside and low. Moves the count to 1-2. Good stop from Ferguson to keep Bose at second. The 1-2 pitch taken high and wide. Did miss by a lot, but it missed by enough, and the count evens at 2-2. This is what he's been doing all day. He's been taking his pitch. He's been working great at bats, and he's earned 3 walks. Waits the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Can't get to the fastball. Second strikeout of the game for Memphis Dempsey. Strands another runner in scoring position. But the Pioneers still lead by 3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on KNEB. Deshaun Harvey, the new pitcher on the mound for the Pioneers.
Number 20, Deshaun Harvey.
He will be making the appearance here, entering with a 3-run lead, trying to get the final 6 outs of the ball game. He will face 5, 6, 7 here in the Wranglers lineup, starting with Percy Odell, followed by Landon Calabrese and Memphis Dempsey. Harvey on the mound has looked a lot better as of late. See what he has here for the Wranglers in this one as James goes out there and talks with his pitcher. He went 4 innings of 4-run ball in what was a 6-5 loss for the Pioneers back on July 3rd against these Wranglers. He also pitched in that brutal 9-8 come from behind victory for the Wranglers. That first pitch is popped up right side of the infield. It's Fisher who is under it, and he's got it for out number 1. And a good start here for for Harvey in this one. So he works a quick first out, and now it's Landon Calabrese. Hit the ball hard a couple of times tonight, a fly out to left as well as a double. Goal is to work as efficiently as possible, try to avoid that middle of the lineup for the Wranglers in that 7th inning. First pitch to Calabrese misses high for ball 1. Again, Harvey, another of these pitchers, if he can be accurate, he's a lot better suited on the mound. The 1-0 pitch misses wide. And when he starts to really lose command, it is to that arm side. Takes a breath and delivers the 2-0 pitch. That one misses inside, and it's going to run in and hit him. So a 1-out base runner for the Wranglers on a free pass from Harvey here with 1 out in the 6th inning. Now brings in Memphis Dempsey. Doesn't have a hit, but he's reached twice, once on an error, and he walked his last time up back in the 4th. It was right behind a Calabrese double. First pitch, and that one misses wide. After getting that first pitch pop-up, he's missed 4 straight, including hitting Calabrese. Gives a couple looks at first, now delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one finds the top of the zone, count evens at 1-1. That one misses low and inside. Now he's behind Dempsey. 2-1 is Harvey. Comes set, takes another breath. The 2-1 pitch. That one finds the inside corner. That's a 2-2 count here to Dempsey. 1 away, 1 on for the Wranglers. Pioneers lead 5-2 on the West Coast scoreboard. 2-2 pitch is fouled off as Dempsey's able to stay alive. Pioneers trying to keep their winning ways going. They've taken 2 straight in league play. Trying to get a big 3rd win before they play the Outlaws on Saturday. And Harvey steps off and resets himself. plan to be back here on Sunday as well against these Wranglers. 2-2 pitch. That one is called high, count runs full. Didn't miss by a lot. Can't kill yourself with these free passes. Payoff pitch. That one on the ground towards third. Simmons got it. Tossed to second for one. Zamaripa will just have that one just to make sure he gets the out. So now 2 outs. Runner still at first. Tying run still stands on deck. Bottom of the 6th, Pioneers lead by 3 in the 7-inning ball game. Now it is Riley Elrick. Pop out and a ground out for him so far. Grounded into that double play back in the 4th inning. First pitch taken wide for ball 1. Elrick, one of these new bats here for the Wranglers. 4 of them in this lineup. That one misses wide, and now it's a 2-0 count. And once again, he has to work from behind in an AB. Three of the 4 currently on the field. 1 at first, 1 at the plate, 1 in the on-deck circle. The 2-0 pitch is taken high. Now a 3-0 count. Luke Witzel awaits on deck. He'd love to try to improve his day with a couple of runners on and 2 outs. The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Elrick taking all the way.
Now you ready? Get all that ball.
Harvey's got his sign. He comes set. The 3-1 pitch on the ground towards first, but foul, and he's worked it back to full. From 3-0 to 3-2. Dempsey over at first will get a head start here in this next pitch. Harvey's got his sign, comes set, takes his breath. Payoff pitch. That one chopped towards third. It's going to roll foul. Would have been a tough play if it stayed fair for Carter Simmons over there. Count still full with 2 outs, runner at first base for the right fielder Riley Elrick. Harvey comes set once again, gives a look over at first, and tosses over just to keep him honest. Nothing doing. Count stays full here to Elrick. These are the moments to talk about as the Pioneers. You don't want these 2-out rallies to happen. You want to be able to get that final out. Another throw over. It's really been the Outlaws that have killed the Pioneers with these 2 outs. The Outlaws have killed everybody with 2 outs. Got to find this 3rd out. Payoff pitch. Misses wide, and the inning will continue. First walk, second free pass of the inning for Harvey. And it will bring in Luke Witzel. Witzel trying to turn around an 0 for 2 day. He's got a couple of ground outs so far. He stands in as the tying run here, bottom of the 6th. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Good start to the AB for Harvey. Hit Calabrese with 1 out. Got the ground out of Dempsey to get the 2nd out of the inning. Just walked Elrick as that pitch is taken high, and the count evens at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, chopper back up the middle. Harvey's got it. Toss to first is in time. And he strands 2 runners on, and the Pioneers maintain their 5-2 lead on the Wesco scoreboard. We head to the final inning of this ball game. Pioneers lead by 3 here at Eddie Underwood Field on KNAB.
Fans, it's time for your and our favorite song. Let's see you sing it loud and proud. It's Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
A new pitcher on the mound for the Wranglers is Madden Aguilar. And as he warms up, let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Clean Harbors. For more than a quarter of a century, Clean Harbors has been providing environmental and industrial waste management services to Kimball and the surrounding communities. They are the industry-leading provider of treatment, incineration, destruction, and disposal of hazardous waste in North America. They are proud to bring sustainable jobs and waste management services into the area and pride themselves on being an integral part of the surrounding communities. Clean Harbors, people and technology creating a better environment. So Madden Aguilar, the right-handed pitcher on the mound, making his third appearance in league play this year. So far in his 2 appearances, he's gone 3 innings. He's allowed 3 runs, just 1 of them earned. He's walked 1, struck out 2. He's not started a game. He's comes here in the 7th inning, trying to keep this deficit at 3 for the Wranglers in the bottom half of their frame. He went an inning in that 16-0 loss against the Outlaws back on June 28th, where he went an inning, allowed 1 hit, allowed 3 runs, just 1 of them earned in that outing. Walked 1, didn't strike out anybody. And then in an 11-4 win, he went 2 innings of scoreless ball against the Wranglers, or against the Outlaws. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 2 in that performance.
Now batting number 20, Deshaun Harvey.
So that's Deshaun Harvey hitting once again. First pitch, squares around a bunt, puts it down left side. And a little bit of miscommunication, and Harvey is safe over at first. That will kill the DH for Harvey on the mound, and now it's Michael Fisher as the Pioneers look to try to add on to that 5-2 lead. You get to see Harvey lay down that beautiful bunt down the left side. Harvey gets back safely. Aguilar comes set. First pitch into Fisher. He squares on a bunt, but puts it down foul. Trying to test this infield are these Pioneers. They'd love to add another runner more to that lead. You know how quickly leads can evaporate in this Front Range League. Harvey leads off first. He takes off, pitch misses high. Throw down is not in time as it hits off of Harvey, but it doesn't get far enough away for him to get to second, or get to third. So now it's a 1-1 count, with Harvey standing at second, trying to help himself out a little bit, score another run. Fisher is 0 for 3, did reach and score back in the 4th inning on an error by the first baseman Calabrese. He waits the 1-1 pitch. Foul tips that back into the glove. So now Fisher steps in down 1-2. Trying to get some important insurance for the Pioneers. Aguilar stares down second, now delivers the 1-2 pitch as he fouls that off-speed off to stay alive. Carter Simmons awaits on deck, reaching a walk his last time up. The 1-2 delivery, swung on and missed. Couldn't catch up to the fastball. First strikeout for Aguilar in this one. With one out, does bring in Carter Simmons.
Now batting number 12, Carter Simmons.
Simmons has hit the ball hard twice in this one, a fly out to left and a fly out to right and a fly out to center. Wasn't rewarded for either of those, but did draw a walk his last time up. First pitch didn't go at that fastball below the knees for ball 1. Dempsey finishes his night going 2 1/3, allowed 1 hit, walked 3, allowed just 1 run and struck out 2. A very similar stat line to what he did the last time he faced these Pioneers. The 1-0 pitch popped up right side out of play. Count evens at 1-1. Aguilar comes set and delivers the 1-1. That one on the ground towards short. Charging at his Braz. Throw to first, he spikes it. Simmons is safe. Harvey trying to take home. Throw to the plate is in time. And he can't get his hand in there, and he is out at the plate. Tried to be aggressive. And honestly, it made sense. Had to be a perfect read from Calabrese over at first. Great throw from Calabrese. Harvey tried to get a little swim move in there, but couldn't get it in, and there are 2 outs in the inning.
Now batting number 33, Devin James.
Brings in Devin James 0 for 2. He's hit by a pitch as well back in the 4th. Simmons now leads off first. Aguilar sets, delivers the first pitch to James. Swung on a miss with the fastball above the zone. Couple singles in this inning. Neither of them have left the infield. Harvey trying to be aggressive was caught trying to take home. The 0-1 pitch is popped up and out of play. So James works from behind 0-2. Trying to continue the 7th inning as the Pioneers search for some insurance. The 0-2 delivery is swung on and missed. Goes up to the fastball again. 2 strikeouts in the frame for Aguilar. 2 hits for the Pioneers, but can't push across a run. They still lead 5-2 as we head to the final frame in this one. Pioneers trying to secure their 3rd straight victory here on KNEB. We get to the bottom of the 7th here at Eddie Underwood Field. Pioneers lead 5-2, and Deshaun Harvey trying to get his second inning of work and try to secure that 2-inning save. But as he warms up on the mound, I want to let you know tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Quick Care Medical Services in Scottsbluff. For all of life's little emergencies, you have a choice when it comes to your health care, and at Quick Care, we're here to help. Quick Care Medical Services in Scottsbluff, a walk-in clinic here to help. Harvey working with a 3-run lead. They give up a couple of free passes in that last inning, but faced 5, didn't allow any runs. Stranded 2. Hasn't surrendered a hit yet as well. He'll face the top of the lineup. First with Tariq Reese, then Mick Braz and Nick Griffin. A very dangerous 1-2-3 as they try to complete a comeback as they trail by 3. Pioneers won 11-1 against these Wranglers. Then they just took down the Outlaws 5-3 yesterday. And now they lead 5-2 with a chance to secure their 3rd straight victory before matching up with the Outlaws again on Saturday. And then they play these Wranglers again on Sunday.
Now batting, number 11, Tariq Reese.
Reese steps in 1 for 3. Strikeout, a groundout, and a single. Also scored one of the 2 runs back in the 3rd inning. Harvey comes set and delivers the first pitch to Reese. That one's lined out to center. Back on it is Freckleton. He leaps, can't get to it. It goes all the way to the wall. Reese racing for second. He'll be in there safely. That's what you needed if you're the Wranglers, a leadoff base runner. In this case, it's a double. Second extra base hit of the game for the Wranglers. And now it brings in Mick Braz. Again, your job here in the final frame, get that tying run to the plate. If you're Harvey, you want to keep that tying run from coming to the plate, especially as early as the 3rd batter in the inning. Braz with 2 walks in this one. He also struck out looking back in the 1st. Reese gets a big jump but doesn't go as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Nick Griffin awaits on deck. He already has 4 home runs this season. Harvey gives a couple of looks back at second. Now delivers the 0-1 pitch. Misses that one. Count is even at 1-1 to the new Wrangler Braz, playing shortstop today. Misses that one. Count moves to 2-1. Harvey's got his sign. He comes set. The 2-1 pitch. One might have just missed a bit outside. 3-1 count. Again, in danger of bringing a tying run to the plate in the form of Nick Griffin. 3-1 delivery. Reese does take off. That one's lined to center. Freckleton should have plenty of time for out number 1. Toss back to second. In the dirt. It's dug out by Zamo Ripa, and it's 2 outs in the inning. Reese was trying to be aggressive, and it cost him, and the Pioneers are 1 out away. And now it brings in Nick Griffin, and instead of being on as the tying run, he steps in, needing to ignite a 2-out rally. Seen the Pioneers defense make some great plays today. There's another one First pitch into Griffin. Misses inside for ball one.
Nick Griffin, number 5.
But you don't want to get complacent here. Griffin's reached twice, a single and a walk. He also grounded out back to the pitcher. Want to be careful you don't quickly let this team back within striking distance. The 1-0 pitch misses low. It's a 2-0 count to the dangerous center fielder. So Sangardi has 4 home runs on the year, 21 RBIs. Trails just Jacob Solis in that aspect. The 2-0 pitch misses wide. Danger of another walk here if you're Harvey. Takes a breath, delivers the 3-0. Misses wide. So a 2-out walk extends the ball game to Braden Ferguson. Again, his only job getting the tying run to the plate. Now Toller comes in to talk with the home plate umpire, see if he's got something either to say to Harvey. Maybe he wants to make a switch, and I think he will. They're going to go with Ray Zamaripa. So he doesn't want to let this thing get out of hand. Zamaripa has looked good on the mound. And his job is going to be to come in and get 1 out here in this inning without allowing 3 runs to score. Harvey will stay into place second. Zamaripa making his 5th appearance on the mound. In 7 in a third, he's allowed 9 runs, 9 walks, 6 strikeouts. It feels like he's been a lot more consistent as of late on the mound. His first opponent in this one's going to be Braden Ferguson. His last time out against these Wranglers back on July 3rd. Another nail-biting loss, 6-5. In 2 innings, allowed 2 runs, struck out 2. Griffin leads off first after his walk. First pitch is low for ball 1. Since his first outing, Zamaripa has not given up more runs than the innings he's pitched in. Just needs to get 1 out here in the 7th to win this game. The 1-0 pitch popped up right side of the infield. Fisher over on it. He should have it, and he does. And the Pioneers hold on to win this one 5-2, and they have now won 3 straight. 5 innings of 2-run ball from Chris Moody. Deshaun Harvey goes an inning and 2/3 scoreless, and Zamaripa, well, he comes in to get the final out of the ball game, gets the pop out, and gets the win for the Pioneers. Talk about that and more in the Runs a Post Game Show after a short break here on KNAB.
Pictures. Thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you Sunday for our doubleheader here at Eddie Underwood Field. And Fort Morgan, please make it home safely. Have a good
Welcome into the Runza post-game show. Pioneers are your winners in 7 innings by a score of 5-2. They've now won 3 straight and started on the back of the pitching. And Chris Moody started with 5 innings pitched, allowed 4 hits, walked 4, struck out 2, and allowed just 2 runs, both those coming in the 3rd inning. And you look back at that inning, and it was a good throw to potentially gun down the runner. First run scoring, and then a wild pitch allowed the second run to score. Other than that, he was holding these Wranglers scoreless. Got in a little bit of trouble in the 4th, a leadoff double, and then a walk, and then a double play off the bat of Riley Elric. Got a big 2 outs, and eventually got out of the inning. No runs scored.
Did Deshaun come up here with a charger? Not on my side. What the heck? Bro, what this man did with my charger?
Deshaun Harvey came in and pitched an inning and 2/3, allowed just 1 hit. He walked 2, did hit a batter, but overall did well. And then Ray Zamaripa gets the final out of the inning, faced 1 batter and got that 1 out, and gets the finishing touches to the 5-2 win offensively for the Pioneers. And once again, as we've been saying, a little bit of a team effort. Now, they did get some help. They scored 1 run in that 2nd inning. Deshaun Harvey with an RBI single. He actually went 2 for 3 in the day with a couple of singles. Rivers Freckleton knocked in a run in the 4th inning. And the 4th inning was the big difference maker. Led off the inning, Michael Fisher reached on an E3 after Carter Simmons flew out to center. Devin James was hit by a pitch, and so was Ray Zamaripa. And then at that point, some ruling was made that Toller couldn't use his relieving runners, and so Devin James, who was actually in the form of Deshaun Harvey, was ruled out. So there were 2 outs, runners on the corners, and then Rivers Freckleton, a big RBI single, infield single, tied the ball game up. At that point, it was 2-2. And then Tay Bowes grounded to 3rd. Should have been at number 3. Instead, the ball gets away. 2 runs score. Pioneers take a 4-2 lead. They added 1 more in the 5th. 3 batters walked, and then a wild pitch allowed a run to score, and that's all the offense that they would need. Weren't able to put any more runs up on the board, but Tay Bowes had a 2 for 4 game, reached 3 times. Also stole 3 bags on the day. Caden Moore worked 3 really good counts, walked 3 times, stole 2 bags, and also scored 2 runs. And as I said, Deshaun Harvey went 2 for 3, didn't score any runs, did steal a bag, but overall did really good, and also had one of the 2 RBIs. The only other RBI was Rivers Freckleton. Those game stats are brought to you by Dr. Levi Bowen at Advantage Chiropractic in Scottsbluff, treating all of your chiropractic needs from 0 to 100 years old. Athletes and veterans, Dr. Bowen specializes in treating your aches, pains, and injuries. Call today for an appointment to start to get back to better health. Advantage Chiropractic, 308-633-1425. Pioneers win 5-2. And when we're back, talk about what's next for these Pioneers here on KNEB. Pioneers get the 5-2 win thanks to a fantastic start by the player of the game. Chris Moody went 5 innings of 2-run ball. Pioneers do get an off day tomorrow, and they're back in action on Saturday against the Outlaws at Oregon Trail Park. Should be a home game for the Outlaws. And they're back on Sunday here in Fort Morgan against the Morgan County Wranglers to take on this team once again, trying to keep their win streak alive. They've now won 3 straight. They've crawled up to 9-13 in the standings. Wranglers fall to 11-10. And Pioneers get a big win. That'll do it for me here in the broadcast booth. I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me this beautiful Thursday evening. And until next time, as always, have a blessed night.